Whenever things cost this much money, hard decisions have to be made, and that was the one that went. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is an updated what I've sold and why video since my last video, and I did tell you whenever I unboxed recently 2 new bags, the Petite Mal and the Fendi that you can see beside me, that I had let 3 bags go to bring in 3 new bags. One of those I think I still have to unbox, but I'll try and get that done. And that was because really I had bought so much and shopped so much in Paris, and I will link that up above, that whole video, that I just felt uncomfortable with the amount of bags that I had, and I was still wanting to add 3 more specific bags that had been on my radar since before Paris even. So I picked 3 to let go. They are gone. I am not saying that I'm starting to do one in and one out. I'm not going to hold myself to that. I know if there's a bag that I see in the future that I really want, and there's nothing in my collection that I don't still love, that I'm not going to let it go just to justify that. So I'm putting that out there before I do any unboxings in the future, and you come back and say to me, but were you not doing one in and one out? No, I wasn't, but for those 3 bags I did, because I just felt like my shopping had been a little bit excessive and a bit too much, and I personally felt uncomfortable bringing 3 more bags in. So this little beauty I unboxed very recently, and I had let you guys know in the unboxing that to fund this, because this is an expensive bag and I had already bought the monogram one and I had spent a lot of money, so to fund this I had to do a deal with myself that if I really wanted it, I had to pick a bag to go out of my collection, and that bag had to be one of the heavy hitters. It had to either be Louis Vuitton Capucines type money, or it had to be Chanel, really, to justify that. And on that video, you guys came into the comments and you guessed what you thought I had let go. The 2 bags that got the most guesses in the comments were these 2. Most of you guessed that I had either let go the Chanel Trendy or the Chanel bucket bag. Somebody actually said to me in the comments, quite funnily, that I was a traitor, and they said it in jest, laugh out loud, because I had defended this bag so much because I think it's beautiful. But those were the 2 that got the most votes in the comments of what you thought I had let go to get this little beauty. So I'm going to get into it and give you an update of what has actually left my collection. I'm sorry if you can hear barking. There are people working outside. You might even hear them at the windows, and they're driving my dogs crazy, but this has to be done. So coming from my last video of what I have sold since, I will give you a quick overview of that and a rundown just to bring you up to speed, but I will do the start of it quite quickly. So I bought the multi-pochette accessoire, which obviously is still in my collection. You know, I wear that. If you watch my channel, I wear that a lot because I have 2 young boys, and it's very handy. It's very light, it's very easy to use, and it gets a lot of use. As soon as I bought it though, I sold the coin purse that attaches to the front of it, because I knew flapping here with the size of me, no. I just knew that was something I was never going to use. It was a look I didn't like. I felt it just drew attention here. Didn't like it. I've just grabbed it from behind me so you can see what I am talking about, and it's this. I did get some comments at the time saying don't sell the round coin purse, because if you ever want to sell the bag in the future, it's better to be able to sell it as a whole rather having a piece missing. And I suppose that does make sense, but I know that even if I get fed up wearing this as a bag and I fall out of love with it and I don't want to wear it as a bag anymore, I am going to keep this for the separates, because I don't have a pochette accessoire, and I also don't have the mini pochette in the monogram. So especially with the price increases that we just got, and the price to buy a pochette accessoire, I can't say that today, pochette accessoire or mini pochette is now so excessive that I know that even if I stop wearing this bag, I won't sell these, because I'll use these pieces as individuals, and I also like the strap. So I did sell the round coin purse from it because I knew it wasn't going to get use. Also no longer in my collection is the pochette Matisse. Now, I didn't sell this because I had fallen out of love with it. I sold it. I didn't actually sell it. I took it back to Louis Vuitton because it was faulty. A lot of the pochette Matisses have had difficulties in the past with the cracking and the glazing and cracking of the canvas, and mine cracked in one of the gussets. I took it back to Louis Vuitton. There was no difficulty. As soon as they looked at the bag, they said, yeah, I think there's something wrong with it. And then they exchanged it. Now, I decided not to go for another one. I'd had that bag for a little while. I had used it. I had loved it when I had it, but I just knew that with the first one having cracked, I would have been constantly checking the second one and constantly preoccupied with it. So I actually, and it's underneath this, exchanged the pochette Matisse, and that is how I bought the Louis Vuitton Volt necklace, which I absolutely love. No regrets at all in picking this up instead of the pochette Matisse. This is one of the best pieces I've bought. I wear this basically near enough every day. Absolutely love it. It was one Anita recommended, but she was right. Have I missed it? No, I haven't really. I suppose before the Pochette Matisse went back, I had used it quite a bit and I had got probably my wear out of it. It was still in very good condition apart from the crack, but it's not something I've looked to replace, or it's not something that I've been looking for a bag to go with an outfit and thought, oh, I really wish I had. Oh, who's here? Hi, baby.
Mommy, remember I was going to pass you all the bags?
Do you want to pass me all the bags? Okay, now that we have our little helper on board who's going to pass me the bags as we go. Have I missed the Pochette Matisse? No, it's not a bag that I've ever really looked to put an outfit together and thought I wish I still had it. So I'm glad I decided to go with the Volt necklace instead, and that one is out of my collection. Then fast forward to the vlog sale that we had quite recently, and in it I sold the Nano Speedy, and I sold it really because I just didn't reach for it. I either reached for the multi-pochette or the Palm Springs Mini. I sold the Burgundy Twist in the size. I suppose I didn't really reach for it much anymore since I got the Gabrielle, the Chanel Gabrielle or the Chanel 19, and I have to say that selling the Twist in the I sold that bag to one of my loyal subscribers. It was a fabulous sale. That person told me that they were able to get that bag, that they wouldn't have been able to get it at the retail because I sold it for a very good price. I wanted to be reasonable to my subscribers on the vlog sale, and that sale makes me happy because I know that bag is with someone now who really, really loves it and really appreciated the opportunity to buy it at that price. So that is gone. I also sold the Chanel Walk version of Little Helper, you're on. Thank you, my boy. Of this. This is the Chanel 19 in the houndstooth tweed, and I also used to have it in the Walk as well because I loved the fabric so much, and I sold it. The reason I sold it was having both of them. Again, I just wasn't using them. I think I felt uncomfortable having both. It was stopping me using either. I decided this is the one that I used the most and wanted to use the most and love the most, and I sold the Walk. And again, a very easy sale, went very, very smoothly, and I haven't regretted selling that. I sold the Essential V necklace. Yes, you can put that one back, baby. I sold the Essential V necklace because since I got the Volt necklace that I showed you earlier, I hadn't used the Essential V necklace.
Mommy.
Yes, baby? Are you wearing Mommy's bag? Please be careful with the tweed. I sold the Essential V. This is going to be fun today. He is home with chickenpox, so he is my little helper. I sold the Essential V necklace. I also sold the Venice coin purse because I just wasn't using it. I bought the Venice coin purse whenever I couldn't find the Paris print from that year, that Christmas animation. I then got the Paris print in the mini pochette. So the Venice coin purse, went. It's to keep its shape. Okay. I then also sold a key clay and a spare mini pochette and Damier Rabin. The reason I sold those is I had two of them. I didn't need to have two of the very same print. They were spares. That's crazy. I thought it was an opportunity to sell them to my subscribers at retail and not at the ridiculous overprice that you can get it on the resale market. So I let those go as well. And that brings us up to what I have just let go. Now, the reason all of the vlog sale got sold individually, not using the bags or whatever reason I have explained, but the vlog sale in general, I sold to go to Paris. So because I knew I was going to Paris in the December and I wanted to have a budget in Paris that I could shop guilt-free, add to the money I had put aside and be able to shop without thinking, oh, this is just a bit too much or whatever, or feeling a bit uncomfortable. So all of the funds I got from selling those 3 bags, the 3 small leather goods and the necklace all went into the Paris fund, and that was used to buy what you saw then in the Paris haul. Fast forward to now, we come home from Paris and there are 3 bags that are still on my radar, and the first one is the multicoloured dream of the Fendi baguette. This was one of the bags that I had tried to get in Paris, couldn't get in Paris, they didn't have it in any of the stores, and then when I come back I was able to track it down. Rod from the Luxe Theory got this for me and sent it over from Australia, and to get this bag I sold the Fendi Montresor bucket bag. I suppose what I have realised, and again coming into the Chanel one doesn't get the most use either, is the bucket bag style is probably not my preferred style. It's probably not what I'm going to use the most, and I let the bucket bag go to get the baguette. Now I obviously still love the Zucca print, or the multicolour maze as my little helper is calling it. I love this print so much. I probably bought the bucket bag because I loved the print. Didn't really think through the shape, and the baguette works much better for me. So the bucket bag has gone to get that. Then to get the bag that hasn't been unboxed yet, and I must get that unboxed soon because it's very, very special. I sold the Chanel DeVille. You might remember that the Chanel DeVille was listed in the original vlog sale, and it did sell, but the sale fell through sometime later. I was then a little bit, I didn't really want to go through that again. Then I decided to keep it because it's a beautiful bag, and I thought, right, I'm really going to try and use this because the fabric is so stunning. Then whenever this bag became available, and I wanted this bag so much, and it's so, so, so stunning, I thought, right, well, you're going to have to make hard decisions here because there are getting to be, I still have a cheek, but there's getting to be so many bags, you're really going to have to think about this. And I was so intent with these 3 bags that I was bringing in that if I wanted to bring them in so close after Paris, 3 had to go. So the Chanel DeVille went to buy the bag that I will try to get the unboxing done with very soon because it is a fabulous, fabulous bag. Then the bag that I suppose all the comments were coming over where you had thought it was the bucket bag and thought it was the Chanel Trendy. Can I have the pink and grey, please? Yep.
Give me your rainbow, me as one.
Will we swap? That's a good deal. So to buy this one, a Chanel had to go, and no, it wasn't the Trendy, it wasn't the bucket bag. What I sold to buy this was the Chanel camera bag with the charms. And I know I'm going to get a lot of what for that. To be honest, when I decided to sell it, I was, what are you doing? Bestie sent me a message when I told him saying, what are you doing? You're not selling that bag. And I did change my mind a bit and I did go back and forward, but I was so intent with myself that if this was coming in at the cost, having just bought the monogram one, something had to go. So the Chanel, I can't even speak, I'm so about it. The Chanel camera bag with the charms was what got sold to buy this. Now, I still love the Chanel camera bag with the charms. I specifically loved the charms. I suppose the reason that was the one that went was probably because it's black. You can just see the Chanel graffiti here behind me. Those 2 bags I would have used similarly, if I can get the words out. I didn't really want, when I went through all the Chanel minis, each colour was different and each colour had a role. Black was probably the only thing I kind of had a double of, and black wouldn't be the most colour that I would go to wear. So the camera bag went, and I know that one of you bought it because you saw it on my channel. I still think it's a fabulous, fabulous bag, and I really enjoyed it when I had it. But whenever things cost this much money, hard decisions have to be made, and that was the one that went. Now, going forward, because obviously there's going to be more bags coming up, and I have a trip hopefully planned coming up very, very soon. Watch this space. And I have another day that I'm going somewhere. There's things happening. I'm also now thinking about letting go a pair of Louboutins because I just can't wear them anymore. Actually, it's these. They're sitting beside me because I need to take some photos of them. It is the Louboutin Pigalle. I think I'm going to let these go in the 120. I used to be able to wear these. The harsh reality is I just can't anymore. We were going out recently to a party. I wore a dress that those would have been the shoes that I would have ideally went for it, and I tried them on, walked across the dressing room and put them back on the shelf, and I didn't, and that was going to be in a hotel. No walking, no having to stand or walk for a long time. So if I can't even wear them in those circumstances, I know that I'm not going to be able to wear them. These, I think, also have to go, and it's nothing to do with the shoes because this particular version I think have been worn once. I had a previous version of these, like the heels are like absolute brand new. The reason that these have to go is because when I had my first child, the one that's playing beside us and handing over the bags, my feet stayed the same size. When I had my second child, they have not. So I actually took these on a hotel trip with myself and my husband. They were planned to be worn with the outfit and I couldn't get the strap on. I couldn't get them to close. My feet had grown. And I was looking, going, thankfully I had other black shoes, but I was looking at my feet going, am I doing something? Like, have I forgot how to put a strap in? Because my feet can't have grown. But they have. I didn't sell them for a long time because I was hoping they would go back to fitting and these being fabulous. They still don't fit, so I think they're going to have to go. I also have these in a kitten heel in a colour that matches exactly my favourite colour, the magentas. I think they're going to have to go. I've never actually worn them. I actually bought them from Isabel Style. They're a 37.5. I used to be a 37.5. And when I bought them, I thought I was still a 37.5. I used to wear a 38 for comfort, and the 37.5 though would have fitted fine. These I can get on. but they're too small. If I'm honest with life, they're too small. And I've kept them because I love the colour and they go perfectly with some of the bags, and that's what I was hoping to wear them with. But I think in reality they are just too small and I'm going to have to make harsh decisions. I think I'm also going to sell these Prada shoes. I know. All the judgment. These, my husband hates. My husband really hates. I talked about these in a worst purchases video. Nothing to do with the shoes, not the shoes being the worst purchase. I just can't listen to him. A pair of shoes is just not worth how much I have to listen to him whenever we go out and I try to wear these. Like, you'll see they're like brand new because I can't, every time I go to wear them, it's just too, the shoes just aren't worth it, the row and the hassle. So I think I'm going to have to just let those go because they're sitting there wasting, because it's just not worth it. The only other bag, because I know I got a few of you messaged me to say, oh, if there's other bags going, can you let us know? The only other bag I struggle with this one, I might consider letting go is the boy bag, which is from the Paris Salzburg collection. It has the top handle, it has the burgundy stitching around it, it has the gunmetal. It's in very good condition. It's in very good condition because I don't use it very much. I suppose one of the reasons I'm struggling with the thought of selling this is because it's the first Chanel bag I ever bought, and I am a sentimental Sally, and I'm struggling a little bit with selling the first Chanel bag I ever bought. Also, I can hear one of my best friends and my cousin in my ear because this is their favourite bag out of my whole collection, and both of them are like, you can't sell that bag, don't sell that bag. My husband also once made a passing comment, said, oh, but you wouldn't sell your Chanel. But I'm now fortunate enough to have a lot more Chanel, and it just sits there and I don't use it, and I'm not decided, but that I'm thinking about, but I'm totally not decided. I think that brings us up to date with what I have sold, why I have sold them, and what I'm thinking about potentially selling. I think if there's anything else, I will try to film it and edit it and put it in, but I think that's maybe it. I hope this answers your questions about what Chanel bag went to fund the Petite Mal. Sorry about the noise in the background, but he is real life and he's having fun over there and he loves being the little helper whenever he's home. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Please take care and I will see you again in the next one.